I'm 5 years old. My name is Saturday. Saturday morning. I'm a kid. It happened at 3:25 last Monday. I was on my way home from kindergarten when I noticed it was missing. My lollipop. My teacher, Miss Brown, had given me the lollipop for good behavior. It was a good lollipop, strawberry. I made up my mind to get it back. At 3:29, I checked back at the playground. Two strange kids were playing in the sand pile. I checked their pockets. Just as I thought, they were full of sand. 3:45, there was a man selling ice cream bars at the school gate. I decided to question him. Hello, mister.
What can I do for you, son?
I'm looking for a strawberry, sucker.
What?
I'm looking for a strawberry sucker.
Get lost.
I marked him down in my book as a possible 518 and went across the street to the candy store. It was 3:59. There were some tough kids playing tap the icebox. It looked suspicious. They had one kid locked in an icebox, and the others were playing taps. I broke up the game and booked them all on a 412. The kid who'd been in the icebox demanded protection. I walked him around the corner. We watched the gang. They started to play hopscotch. It looked phony. Then I knew someone was throwing the game. The kid I was with said he had to leave. Said he had to go finish beating the erasers for Miss Brown. I checked under his fingernails. He was telling the truth. I found chalk dust. 4:06. It was getting late. Still no lollipop. Had to move fast. My friend Donovan came by. He's in the first grade. He had a kitty car with a wagon in back. I jumped in the wagon. All right, Donovan. Go to the corner of 14th and Caterpillar and step on it. 14th Street, the neighborhood of our rival school, PS 87. It was a rough section. The school was so tough even the teachers played hooky. It was so tough they printed report cards on sandpaper. I was in over my head. I knew it. At first, the schoolyard looked peaceful enough. I saw the janitor feeding the pigeons. Then I noticed he was feeding them to his family. I told Donovan to pick me up in 10 minutes. It was 4:19. Then I saw him. The toughest kid in the neighborhood. Fatso. He was big, at least 3'6". He was a man mountain. He must have weighed 80 pounds. I could tell he was in second grade. He had that look. Tired, cynical, sophisticated. There was something odd about his face. Something strange about his mouth. Then I saw it. Sticking out of his mouth, my sucker. All right, Fatso. This is it.
Listen, Bud. You're asking for a licking.
That's right. I'd like to lick my sucker again if you don't mind.
Scram, punk.
Listen, Fatso. You tough.
Yeah.
I knew it the minute I looked at you. Would you mind giving me my sucker? I gotta be home in exactly 10 minutes.
Why?
Gotta take my nap. When he started laughing, he took the sucker out of his mouth. I saw my chance. I grabbed the sucker and started to run. Donovan came by just in time. I jumped in the wagon. It was downhill now. It was easy. We got away. I felt good inside. I had it again. My lollipop. The story you have just heard was true. Only the flavor was changed to protect the sucker. Hola, amigos. This is your friend Ricky, telling you the story of Little Red Riding Hood the way we learn it south of the border. Once upon a time in a sleepy little village of Sonora, there lived a girl by the name of Little Red Rosita del Monte Rivera Contreras, one of the loveliest señoritas in all Mexico. One day, Rosita's mother said to her, Rosie, your grandmama is very sick and I have fixed up this nice basket of food for her. In this basket, I have put tamales, tortillas, enchiladas, frijoles, and chili peppers. I want you to take them all over to her hacienda before siesta time. All right, Mama, said Rosie, taking the basket under her arm. Hasta la vista. Well, little red Rosita del Monte, or that is Rosie, had gone but a short distance when whom should she meet but a lobo, the big bad wolf. Hello, Rosita, said the wolf. How's about coming with me to the bullfight this afternoon, huh? Listen, said Rosita. Are you going north? Si, said the wolf. Then give my regards to the Eskimos, said Rosita. Hey, said the wolf. That is an old joke. It's all right, said Rosita. This is an old story. Now run along and don't bother me. I've got to go visit grandmother. At that, the wolf disappeared, took a shortcut across the arroyo to grandmother's hacienda, broke into a room and gobbled the old lady up muy pronto. Then he disguised himself in the old lady's mantilla, jumped into bed and waited. Pretty soon Rosita knocked on the door. ¿Quién es? Said the wolf. It is me, grandmother, said Rosita. Come in, my child, said the wolf. I have been sick. How do I look? Grandmother, said Rosita. You look like $1 million. But you have never seen $1 million, said the wolf. See, said Rosita. You look like something I've never seen. Oh, Grandma, what big feet you have. The better to samba with, my dear, said the wolf. And Grandma, said Rosita, is that your nose or are you eating a tamale? Listen, sister, said the wolf. Did you give me a nasty look? You got a nasty look, said Rosita, but I didn't give it to you. Frankly, I am getting very suspicious of you. Nobody could be that ugly without outside help. It's your imagination, said the wolf, looking at the basket of food. Say, is that chili I smell? Si, said Rosita. It is, and you do. And what's more, senor, I don't think you are not my grandma at all. At that, the big bad wolf leaped out of bed and began chasing poor Rosita around the room. But as luck would have it, the Cisco Kid was passing by outside. And when he heard Rosita call for help, he ran in and beat up the old wolf. Something fierce. Then he took off his sombrero and sat down and started playing a serenade to Rosita on his guitar. And that's the tale, my friends, till it's time for another Mexican Mother Goose story. Hasta la vista.